So it looks like feeding the sheep is itself a detour.
Just go up to one of them and hold out your hand.
This guy's a mess. You don't bathe them?
Oh, we try. But that one just loves his mud baths.
Now, I will admit that though it's a very Final Fantasy-esque thing, it would have been nice to be able to actually see the feed animation more. Let's see if I can get it to activate there.
Fluffy.
Yeah, from what I'm getting, she's definitely not using her powers around civilians. So that's why no matter what area we go to, we can't use our abilities at all in that specific location.
Fluffy.
Like I said, this is the graveyard.
There's so many of them.
Yeah, well, if they're dead, they're down there.
Looks like they've had a lot of people die around here. Though I guess with everything happening, it makes sense. Oh, I gotta go in front. So when you're feeding the sheep, you gotta make sure that you're actually totally in front of the sheep to trigger it.
Damn, you really wolfed that down, huh?
Our savior's favorite farm. Has kind of a ring to it. Don't you think? I might put up a sign. Right. I suppose it's time I showed you the upper city. It's back the way we came and up the stairs. Or did you want to look around a bit more first?
Oh, so it looks like as he's doing the tour, you can actually just go and do whatever. We're gonna try our best not to run on anybody's gravestone. Oh, that's cute. The sheep is standing beside that person. So I think I can always just rejoin him. Some of her parkour moves are quite cool. I'll admit that. What's here? Oh, an old coin. Okay. Really nice jump and grab there. As we can see, which I'd expect, it takes a fair amount of energy for her to be able to pull herself up. Because of course, if you think about it, doing a pull, like, it's easy to jump over something if you can get your leg up to it, but her actually having to like pull herself up in a situation where it's a little bit higher, that is actually a very difficult grab. So I'm trying to see if I can find something that'll kind of demonstrate that that's high, that's not too high for her to grab. This is probably a good one. Yeah, see, that's a difficult grab for most people. Right. So that actually proves how athletic she is.
As far as the pasture, there's that to be thankful for, at least. These little lovelies are worth more to us now than ever. Wool, milk, meat, even parchment. You name it. We need them for it.
Yeah, that's rough. Oh, looks like there's something up here. Okay, so that is going to have to be strategically gotten because it's all the way on top of that area there. So let's go around. We'll climb up here and then walk our way this way. Gotta be a little careful there, and got it.
Oh, can I ask you something? Your powers. Could you give me a quick demonstration?
Absolutely not. You're not some street performer.
Look, I'm sorry, but they're not for show.
Ah, really? I was hoping you'd give me another look. But I guess I've seen enough. Alia's as good as saved already.
How many fucking times do I have to tell you? I'm not your savior. So, this is where the rich folks live.
Yep. And they get the best food, the nicest clothes, and the safest part of the city to themselves. They get to run everything just because of who they are. Best not to think about it.
Ah, the accident of birth. Curse you, cruel fate.
I guess he's making fun in the sense of the fact that people feel some type of way about birth situations. Because again, it is true that you don't have any control, but see, that's the complicated part, right? You don't have any control over who you're born to. So that's like a half in one hand, half in the other type of thing.
That boy is here again.
Ignore him. He'll clear off soon enough.
Do you want me to call the guards?
Only if she does something.
Well, of course she will.
We'll see, dear. We'll.
This is the Tower of... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Yeah.
Hey, don't worry about it. Let's maybe not go in for the full tour, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, she knows this area very well. I'm gonna go back down here for a second. I'll meet him in a bit. Oh, someone actually spoke to me. That's funny. So it looks like these old coins are things that even average citizens or normal citizens in a sense keep around. So that's good to know. It's not like some type of special hidden item that you have to go through 5 levels of horror to be able to find. Oh, okay, that's out by the city gate. And our detour section's right over there. We can always go back and join them.
You're the criminal who came from the corruption, aren't you? Well, stay out of the upper city. We don't want you tainting us with it.
Okay. And that's a little kid saying that. So see, that is what we call effective brainwashing. It's quite amazing, isn't it?
Roby and Keen, returned to us at last. Who would have thought it? I'm from Janoon, you know. Same as him. Does a lot for the old civic pride, having countrymen like that, I can tell you.
Alright, nothing useful from him. Looks like there's actually another detour over here. So there are going to be a lot of detours to do in this city. As of right now, I think I've found 3 main ones. So we'll just have to walk around and do those once we get the chance. Let's go up here really quickly. And as you can see, I'm just repeatedly scanning.
Go on, go!
On a regular basis, while of course being told to leave.
Is it true you mean to face Tanta Sila on your own? I must say, you don't look like a girl with a death wish.
Well, thanks.
You shouldn't be here. Go on, go!
What
business have you with the council? You shouldn't be here. Go on,
Yep.
go!
Yep, whatever.
No.
The encroaching corruption has caused so many of the old ways to be lost. In days gone by, this would have been the season for our most sacred ceremony of peace and remembrance. Yet now, few seem to even remember its existence.
Aw, that's a shame.
Goodness.
Alright, so I guess I'm supposed to do this at least semi-stealthily. Alright, there we go.
Why are you still in Sepul, child?
Shut up.
We allowed you to go free only because you said you would go to Tanta Sila yourself. I would advise you not to go back on your word.
Wait, is that Olivia's name?
Among others, yes. This is a record of those who perished.
Rather a morbid thing to be jotting down, don't you think?
Your recklessness resulted in the deaths of many innocents.
My recklessness? I wasn't the one who almost got Auden killed.
Better to lose one life than countless others. Or do you disagree?
That one's rough. It makes sense, but at the same time, your village was probably going to be razed to the ground anyway by Sila. So, that one's complicated right there.
That what you wanted to hear? Good. I guess since you're such a believer, you won't mind being the one making the sacrifice next time. Yeah. Now if you're done preaching. Look, let me make it simple for you. Sila's going down. And no one is getting sacrificed. Least of all me.
I have to say, I'm not hugely convinced by the people in charge around here. With that kind of attitude, they'll have sacrificed the whole city before long.
Don't get me started.
I actually like that interaction. I would have liked a little bit more visual feedback
Shouldn't be here. Go
so
on,
that we
go.
could have been able to see that scene a bit better, to be honest, like and all just expound on it a bit.
You shouldn't be
But
here.
getting the
Go
chance
on,
to see
go.
her told off, oh, that was beautiful. So it looks, oh, okay, so this has a whole scene to it.
This is the mausoleum. Our souls come here when we die.
What are you doing here? And you? You belong in the lowest city.
Yes, you have no right to be here. Neither of you. Be gone!
Of all the people to run into.
Frey saved the city! If anyone deserves to be here, it's her! If she wanted, she could turn you to ashes in a heartbeat! But she'd never do that. Isn't that right, Frey?
Okay, can you fucking let it go already?
What? What's wrong with you all of a sudden?
If you want to
She's
save your
tired
city,
of-
do it your fucking self. You're not dragging me into this.
What about our tour? There's so much still to see.
I don't need a stupid fucking tour.
Well, now we can just go ahead and do whatever. I mean, I get where she's coming from, though. It's like everybody's somehow expecting her to take on all of these governmental and personal bureaucratic issues that, quite honestly, are their job. They should have never allowed their city to get like this in the first place. Though, again, for someone who's born from another socioeconomic status,
You're
that
not
would be
really going after Tanta Sila, are you? Suppose it's better than you loitering around town any longer.
that would be a very difficult ask. Because if you don't have any real power, any real ability, there's not much you can do to change things. So at the same time, it'd be kind of unfair to ask someone in that position to somehow, you know, change the world per se, because they just won't be able to. I don't think I can climb on
The
that. I can only
cats in
activate
the
it
upper
from here.
city certainly aren't afraid of anyone, are they?
Yeah, they're cute. They're not Homer.
I don't know how you even tell one from another, to be honest.
So there's something up here. Let's see if we can go up that way. I don't know if I can just jump up there. No. I have to remember that I need to do everything more or less, I guess, with some
Bobby seems
decorum.
worried. I wonder if Bob's okay.
Oh, now that's interesting. How the heck am I supposed to get there? That looks like a job for Powers. I mean, how else am I really supposed to jump to that spot? Oh, never mind. I did not realize that. So just like you can parkour and grab something, you can do a jump and grab. So just figure out the finesse level, and then after that you can go ahead and pull off something like that. Alright. Let's go ahead. We can jump over here. Very nice. But see, notice that from a height of that level, it kind of stunned her a bit. Her roll slowed down. It's also very clear just from looking at that Cuff was 9 times out of 10 protecting her when Cuff's protecting her when she does those kind of crazy jumps. Because that, honestly, a human doing that onto stairs, yeah, that wouldn't go well too well. Let's go this way. There's a detour over here somewhere. Yes, cat.
Where is it going?
I have a strange feeling that cat wants us to follow it.
So this is part 1 of chasing the cat. So I guess after he leads us to the first location, he'll take us somewhere else.
You again?
So this is where you were taking us.
Okay, well that's nice. Again, the fact that the poppets look like Fat Albert.
Aw, is this for me?
So that's part 1. I don't know if you can do part 2 immediately.
You're no Homer, but you're cute.
The cats really are adorably set up. Like it's amazing to look at how nice the visuals are for the cats. They're definitely spoiled. So I see a detour down that way. So that's good. Let me just check the map. I'm guessing, yeah. So this is good. We can actually see the events here in the city that you can pretty much check out. And it looks like the other detours are marked as well. So again, there's really a power to this map. This map is amazingly powerful in terms of what you're able to see and locate, because it just makes things way simpler. So let's go ahead and go to these 2 events. This chest is actually outside of the city. And again, just look at that 3D. Well, really, I guess you could say, well, yeah, no, just 3D. But this 3D representation of the map, it is really, really awesome. So we'll go ahead and focus on these 2 sections first. Let's go to marker number 1. And of course, we'll be scanning along the way, but I don't think we'll see anything else as we go. All right.
Well, if it isn't our favorite council person.
How, creature? Still you refuse to leave the city? You who brought Tanta Sila's wrath upon us?
Say it was my fault one more time. I dare you.
Councilman Janesh!
Cease your wickedness, demon. Do not approach her. All who do shall surely die. Those who consort with her will perish in agony, just like the child.
What the fuck did you just say?
Calm down, Frey. Don't let him get to you.
You think because you returned that feeble-minded old dotard to us that something has changed? Well, think again. You are a blight upon us all, a bringer of doom.
The councilman speaks the truth! Leave this place! Begone!
Fuck!
You actually managed to exercise some self-control. I'm impressed.
Not as impressed as I am.
They're not worth your time. You did the right thing.
Yeah, if y'all say so. Alright, so let's go ahead. We'll take this off and we'll go ahead and go to number 2. Since, again, there's really nothing to talk about more with them, I don't believe.
Be gone, demon.
Yep,
Bring calamity upon us no more.
with him and his begone demon talks. So let's go to number 2.
What are they doing?
If I had to guess, I'd say they're offering up prayers to the dead.
Doesn't look like praying's done much for Athia so far.
Well, the habits of a lifetime are hard to break. And who can blame them for seeking a little solace after all they've lost?
Yeah, guess you're right.
Oh, let's slowly walk on out of here. Now, we still haven't figured out how to actually get to that section that I see. There's a wall there. There may be an entrance on the other side, but I kind of doubt it. So we need to figure out how to get in to this area. And it doesn't look like there's an easy entrance. Yeah, I can't even climb over the side, so we're not really supposed to mess with that. We'll come back to it. Maybe at some point this door right here will be open. Because right now, all of the doors are closed at the moment. What's interesting though is I still see the event marker here. Oh, you can join them, I guess. Okay.
If only I could have protected you. I know I can't change anything now, but still wish I could have spoken to you one last time.
They really try their best to make Olivia significant. I do like that touch.
Hello, dear.
And it seems as if her death is what kind of gives her reason to go further. That her death is motivation now. Now what's interesting, the event marker is still there. I don't know if that's because I guess eventually maybe that's a foreshadowing that other people are of course gonna die. Yeah, so you can keep coming back to this area. Let's see what happens if we activate this again.
If only I could have protected you.
Okay, so you say the same thing.
I know I can't change anything now, but still wish I could have spoken to you.
Okay. So who knows? We might wind up coming back here in the future for other people, or this just made things be something that was just there that one time. I still can't access any other areas or the whatever's down there right now. So we'll go ahead and leave from this location. So we have this detour. The Partha is over there, which we do not need to go to. And we have these events. Oh, and there's another thing over here, Finders Keepers. I'm guessing that's the crafting location from before.
Let's just move our asses and get this done.
Yes, let's.
So let's go ahead and head in the direction of 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so it won't let me climb over that. There we go. So of course, this area that we're about to walk into is past the other area of the city. So that's down here in this section. And there are a few pieces here. So
Hey,
there's the cat.
that cat.
We'll deal with the cat in a second.
There was a dear, sweet young girl. Used to come here, you know. Name of Olivia. Such a bright spark. A real breath of fresh air she was. And then... Why, Tante Silo? Why?
Because the Tantas aren't the great, amazing, awesome people that y'all imagine them to be. Okay, so craggrass, shore violet. Let's go this way.
Wait, children, come back. I haven't... I suppose you saw that. They just will not listen to me.
Something tells me he gets that a lot.
The children of Athia place no value on their education. None. The blame is not entirely theirs, of course. My teachings will not fill their bellies. Not today, at any rate. But if they do not learn to think of tomorrow, if they would only let me teach them. But no, they will not hear a word of it.
Can't really blame them. They've been through a lot.
None save dear Olivia, that is. Poor child. She, at least, was kind enough to listen. Had I only been able to teach her to read, I am sure her love of learning would have blossomed.
You mean they can't even read? Maybe you could, I don't know, start with some simple rhymes or something?
Yes. What a fine idea. I could certainly do worse than try. Thank you. The gift of wisdom is a precious one indeed. I will experiment with the method you suggest. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Wandering the city,
Alright,
dispensing insights, hither and yon. I may have to revise my opinion of you, Frey.
I wasn't exactly trying to inspire the guy, but I'll take it.
Okay, so that's a little bit more XP gathered. In terms of the map, of course, we can take that off the list.
Hey, that cat.
Alright, so before we start this one, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. This was part 6, the revised part 6, right? Because part 5 is going to be that compilation one. And so we'll be getting into part 7 next. Thanks for watching. Peace.